with a much higher valuation that its competitors, keeping it in that way was deeply important to Greenbacker, but over the next year or so, as the internet bubble burst, the Enron and WorldCom scandals broke out into the open and the attacks took place. I insured company stocks suffered, including by 2002, the stock was struggling to stay up above 65 a share, but a share, but $65 a share. In retrospect, it appears that these were not the only factors causing the stock to drop. The market was beginning to realize that AIG was going to have increasingly difficulty meeting Greenbacher percent earnings target. Partly that was simply a function of AIG's mammoth size. The bigger AIG got, the harder it became to tack on percent in additional profits each year. Analysts call this the law of large numbers. There had long been supposition that Reminger got at his percent target not just by pushing his executives to take more risk, but by taking advantage of complex accounting rules to help smooth out earnings. These underwriting laws and took away surplus that he could use for a rainy day. AIG had set up a series of reinsurance companies in places like Bermuda and Barbados, away from the bribing A's and USA's regulators, which, although ostensibly independent, did almost all their business with AIG. Reinsurance companies exist to take on risks that insurers like AIG want to lay off, but state regulators had long suspected that AIG did at least some of its reinsurance deals to pretty up its books. AIG was by no means an errand. Its business were very real and so for the most part were its profits but wasn't it at least a little implausible that year after year its earnings never did anything but go up by percent? Once a Wall Street analyst took some clients to see Greminger and asked him point blank how he managed to produce that steady stream of earnings growth in this highly volatile industry. As he put it, aren't you concerned that the SEC or someone is going to look at AIG and ask if you are managing earnings? Gremiger was not happy with the questions, but he had a surprisingly straightforward answer. Look, the replit. We are in the long-tail liabilities business, meaning that though the risk AIG insures didn't occur very often, the payoff was very large when they did. If there is one thing he have learned, it is that there are risks we can anticipate. So when we have extra capital, we are justified in setting in aside. He had it. What do you want? What do you want? Do you want a steady warrant, or do you want up 60% one quarter and down percentage next? The analyst recalls thinking that Greminger had just admitted he was manning earnings. It was around the same time, with the stocks leading and the market wandering in IG was finally done bumping up against the law of big numbers, that the company found itself in a series of small scandals. The first came in the SEC accused AIG's National Union unit of constructing was amounted to a sham insurance transactions to help a company called Breakpoint hide nearly in losses a few years earlier. It was something he asked insured deal that they did that forget around with the accounting at the end of the day, say a former executives, and yet